So yeah, I was planning on filming this video when I still had my lamps to add light and all my cute decorations set up, so you could have a nice cute background to look at, but as you can see, that didn't happen. I'm in the process of packing and actually getting ready to leave in 2 days, so a lot is going on, but I wanted to go ahead and take some time and give you some moving tips anyway, since I've moved a lot in my life, and particularly international moving tips. I am leaving Costa Rica and going back to the US. I've got just a few things that might help tame the chaos of packing, hopefully. Just to give you a quick idea of my goal is to take this big suitcase, which you can't see, my two precious little kitty cats. I'm going to do a separate video on their adventure moving, and then this carry-on bag. So I'm attempting to fit everything in there. This one's pretty much packed. The big one underneath is not, and then my carry-on is empty. Obviously the little kitties aren't in there yet. So this is kind of what I'm working with. I've been in Costa Rica for 2.5 years now, so I'm trying to get everything that I care about and that I love into these 3 bags. First tip is to take pictures of things that you want to remember, that you want to keep, but not necessarily physically keep. So for example, I worked at a school for 2 years here. I have the yearbooks physically right now, and while they have pictures of my students, they have things that my students wrote to me at the end of the year that I definitely want to remember. I don't need the actual physical yearbook to do that. They weigh a lot, and every year I get a yearbook, after a couple years it just becomes more stuff that fills my house. So instead, what I did, since I'm moving back and I'm trying to fit everything into those bags, is I went through and I just took pictures of the pages my students, the things I really wanted to remember, and then also the things that they had written to me. So that way I have this, and I can even print this off into pictures when I get back, because I do scrapbook. So I can still have a physical copy. I actually did finish the yearbook as well. I tore out some of the pages of the things that I wanted to keep. But again, I plan on just adding that to my personal scrapbook, which is a lot smaller and a lot less heavy than this, and something that only contains the things that I really, really want to keep. So taking pictures of things, it doesn't have to be a yearbook. It can really be anything. But think about what are the things that you definitely want to remember, that you want to physically maybe have a picture of, but that you don't actually have to have the actual item go with you. Another tip, sell, sell, sell. So one thing I do is I make a Google Doc where I put the picture of the item with the price, and I open it up so that anybody with the link can comment. And I sent it to teachers at my school, I sent it to my boyfriend's mom, and then she sent it to all her sisters and her cousins and her friends, and I've had a lot of success selling stuff that way, especially when people can comment right on the doc. So even if I don't know them, they can ask me about it or message me telling me that they want the item. And then over time, the things that are not selling, I can just go and edit that doc and make them a little bit cheaper and try to make an incentive for people to buy it. I've also used Facebook Marketplace. It hasn't been as successful as the Google Doc, but I have sold things. It's definitely been interesting because it connects you to whoever wants to message you on Facebook if they're interested in the item. So I've definitely run across some interesting people, and people asking me how much the item costs when it says it on Facebook Marketplace, or what it is when it says it. But whatever, I have had some success selling those. So don't underestimate the power of selling things and just sending that list out, pictures, whatever it is, to anybody and everybody, so you can earn a little bit of money for the things that you don't need, that you can leave behind, and that someone else can use. So this tip isn't anything new, but it's something that's important to me, and I think it's a really good idea to do, is also consider donating what you can. So I went through my closet to look for clothes that I just hadn't worn here or wasn't wearing that much, and the school I previously worked at was doing a clothing drive, so I donated a lot of clothes to them. And then there's always odds and ends things like I have a ton of hangers. I have my bath towels that I'm not taking with me, but I feel weird selling those, putting them on Facebook Marketplace. Like, who wants to buy used bath towels? Don't tell me if you do. But so anyway, donating is always a good option, and especially being in a foreign country, I just wasn't sure. So I had to ask people, but there were a lot of people willing to help me and a lot of people that just need stuff. So I really, really strongly encourage people, and I'm trying really hard not to throw things away. Almost everything that I have or that you have, if you're moving, somebody else can use, even if you don't think it's worth that much. Don't try to sell it, just donate it. Find someone in need. And if you don't know, again, ask. There's always somebody that can use what you have. So definitely donate. That said, you definitely don't want to get rid of everything. So when I was packing up, going through my items, looking for things that sparked joy, I definitely had some things that I know that I want to keep. So like I have this cute little thing, and not just because it's cute, but it's something that my friend gave me when I moved here. So when I see it, I think of him, and it's just something, it's small, and it's something that brings me joy, and I just want to keep it, so I'm keeping it. I also have, everywhere I go, Costa Rica, I collect magnets. It's something small that I can do, but every time I go to a new country or a new place, I get a magnet, and then when I get somewhere new, when I move, I get to put it on my fridge, and it reminds me of that place. So again, it's just something small, but these are really important to me. So I'm taking my magnets with me. And then I also collect koozies, which are awesome because they're small too, but they're lightweight. And so my koozie collection is definitely going with me. So I take pictures of what I want to, I give away what I can, but I'm still definitely keeping some stuff that reminds me of my experience here and stuff that's special to me and I know in the future that I'm going to want to have. Well, that does it. I'm going to give you a little tour of the chaos that is my life right now, but I hope you have found this video helpful if you're in the process of moving, getting ready to move, and just not sure what to do with all the stuff. Hopefully this has given you a few ideas, and best of luck, and next time I see you guys, this place will be super clean. Ciao!